Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about an alternate version of Kaldheim. Was that a good one? Was it too heavy for Friday? I don't know. We're gonna keep it. Before we dive into the conversation about Kaldheim, I did it, folks. I finally bought a Magic the Gathering playmat. It took me only 30 years. No, I always say if you want to do me a favor, send me a Magic the Gathering playmat. But up to now, I haven't received any, so I needed to buy one for myself. I recently burned with a flashlight on screen, burned a very old dear playmat of mine. World of Warcraft playmat, which obviously isn't around anymore as a game, so it was time to finally buy a new one and to change it up a bit on the screen here, and I would like to have more, but yeah, what do you think of this one, folks? It's from Adventures of Forgotten Realms. I know, not the most popular set, but I really like the Forgotten Realms novels with Drizzt and his panther, mystical panther. How you're calling this in English? He's in German he's called Gwenivar, but I think in English it probably is a little bit the same. Gwenvivar. I don't know. You know what I mean. I love the books, and I saw the playmat, and I ordered a couple of alpha cards. I will talk about soon. So I also ordered the playmat. But today, you see here a couple of Kaldheim cards, actually the same card 4 times. It's the Bears of Littjara, and I ordered this card from a Spanish retailer together with a lot of other more recent cards. And while I was looking at some other cards and I wanted to compare the weight of a foil card, I also looked at the cards with a blacklight, and the backside of the card, yeah, it didn't shine as it should, and that was getting me suspicious. So I looked at all the cards I got from that retailer, and just to compare, on the right here's a Kamigawa card I just pulled from a booster a couple of days ago, and yeah, it is similar, it shines similar, but it looks a little lighter and it feels a little different. The card on the left, the Bears of Littjara, feels a little bit more smooth. I was getting curious, and all the other cards, and they most of them were from different sets, so I'm gonna switch off the light here a bit. It's still daylight outside and I got the curtains closed, but yeah, let's hope we can see it well with the black light. I compared all the other cards from that retailer. Yes, that's a normal Magic the Gathering card lighting up under the black light, and as you see, the card on the left here, the Bears of Littjara from Kaldheim, doesn't light up. And all the other cards lit up. I got a couple of pathways, and I couldn't compare because they don't have a backside. Those have been from that retailer as well, but these are the only Kaldheim cards I got from that retailer. For the rest, yeah, more other recent stuff. As you see, very clear here. I'm gonna take a third recent opened Kamigawa card, put it on the left here, and there you see, yeah, there's a clear difference in the reflection of the card in the middle, which is again the Kaldheim card. I first thought it was fake, but I didn't really know why, because the retailer is one I buy from a lot, and I know they do a lot of pack openings. So they got a lot of the recent cards, and they are actually one of the few mass resellers of modern, more recent cards. Every new set, if I need a card, if I like a card, I buy it. So what I did was I checked, and I don't know if you can see it here with my jeweler's loupe. Yeah, it's a bit unclear. It's a bit not focused, but you get my point. Yeah, you can't really see it. It's very difficult. But I checked for the red dots in the green dot on the backside of the Magic the Gathering card. Obviously, that's my standard check. And I could see them. I could see the red dots. What I did as well is I weighed the card, because normally fake Magic the Gathering cards are a little heavier. And Yeah, I couldn't do the light test here because it's a foil card and it does shine through a little, but yeah, I think the light test is not very conclusive here. Normal Magic the Gathering card, more recent card, yeah, Kamigawa, 180 milligrams. I always say that wrong. I think it's milligrams, right? No, it's 1.8 grams, so it should be 180 milligrams. Kamigawa foil here, it doesn't matter if it's milligrams or 1.8 grams or whatever. It's 180 is the number you're looking for, and I believe it's milligrams, but who cares? Kamigawa foil, a little heavier. The foils are always around 190, 192. That's what you're looking for. Old cards are 176. And I weight the Bears of Lijaara here 190 as well, so that's good. So the weight isn't off neither. What I took was a couple of confirmed alternate 4th edition cards I have here. I've been sent these by Stafos, and I still need to have a closer look at this. Stafos is a good friend of the channel. I wanted to investigate more about the 4th edition, but the last couple of months were pretty rough privately, so I didn't have time. And I compared these two, and obviously the Merc Dweller has been played a little more, but it's also very smooth and it's also very shiny. So it's very, very comparable to the alternate 4th edition. And if you put in like a normal Kamigawa card here and you do the blacklight test again, then you clearly see that, yeah, let me switch off the light again. You clearly see that the alternate 4th edition reflects the blacklight the same as this Kaldheim alternate. I just will call it Kaldheim alternate. I don't know what else to call it. But that's very interesting. Because everything adds up. The card seems like a real card, and it simply has the same attributes as an alternate 4th edition card, and I haven't really seen that. People told me in the comments when I was getting a bit suspicious about that card, hey man, don't worry. This is probably a Japanese printing, but I didn't know the Japanese backs, card backs wouldn't reflect any blacklight at all, or almost none. It's a bit strange to me. And it is not really like the alternate 4th edition, and I will have a closer look at this. If you look at the A, it's a little darker, and that's a very easy way to recognize the alternate 4th edition, because the A in Magic is very dark on the top. This A isn't. So yeah, it's not the alternate 4th edition way, but it has the same attributes as the alternate 4th edition. Very interesting stuff. Yeah, what I did as well is I went to Amazon, purchased this little microscope, pocket microscope for $20, because I wanted to have a look at the foil sticker, and somebody told me in the comments as well that I should purchase one of these. You can magnify 60 times to 120 times, so that's a lot more than my little 20 times jeweler's loop. And you got this foil sticker here, and this looks very legit as well, and it's not elevated, so it's very smooth. It doesn't look like it's glued on or whatever. And I got the info that in the foil sticker, if you look in there with the jeweler's loop, then you can see the Magic the Gathering Planeswalker logo, and next to that you can actually see the area around it. You can actually see Wizards of the Coast, Wizards of the Coast, Wizards, just the words over and over, like a watermark. And I will switch to my phone. I will take it out of the camera hold here, and I will try to get a better picture of the magnified foil logo on the card. And there you actually can already see it. You see it here. It's a bit difficult because the microscope turns the picture 180 degrees. I slowed down the camera a bit, And I'm gonna switch to the other view. I've been turning around the camera, and there you clearly see like the Wizards watermark in here. Yeah, it's very, very difficult to get that on screen, but I'm happy I caught it that nicely. Let's switch back to our normal view. So yes, also the holo stamp is looking real. That means overall, and the card handles like a Magic the Gathering card. It bends like a Magic the Gathering card. The look and feel is very, very Magic the Gathering, except for a little bit of a glossy back that doesn't reflect blacklight. Folks, I'm convinced, and I'm not an expert, but I had my fair share of looking at cards over the last 30 years. And this one passed by me easily, and I probably didn't have such a close look as I would have with a very, very expensive card, because it's a 20-cent card. But when I recognized that it doesn't reflect the black light, I was very, maybe it reflects the black knight, you never know. I was very surprised that it doesn't reflect black light, and I therefore did a double check for all these 4 cards you see here. So is there an alternate Kaldheim? Are all the Japanese cards that way? I don't think so. I haven't really seen that. So what's going on here? Is that one batch of different cardstock for Kaldheim? You have me surprised. Folks, do you know more about this? What is your opinion? Let me know. I'm very, very curious. I think this is a very interesting find. I looked online. I didn't find anything about it. You find a lot about alternate 4th edition, but not a lot about recent stuff that isn't quite on par with what you would think a normal Magic the Gathering card looks like. Dramatic pause. I think this is a real card, and I think the whole playset is real, and the whole playset is exactly the same. So they all come from the same batch, and I don't believe this is a fake card. Would surprise me a lot. Otherwise, it's a really, really, really good fake. And I know there are really good fakes out there, but I also, with the microscope, and you see that a bit, I also looked at the rosette pattern of the card, and it looks very real. So, folks, what do you think? Let me know. What do you think? Please, I'm very, very curious. Have a great day, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. Stay healthy, stay frosty, and I talk to you next time. Bye-bye.